Previously on The Bachelor, Singapore edition. This is Chad, your bachelor. Chad had a special and intimate date with Cindy.
I think we connected on a more spiritual level.
But in a shock elimination, Chad sent both Stacey and Charlotte home.
Hi, and welcome back to The Bachelor Singapore edition. I'm your host, Josephine McDonald. It's been an emotional journey for our charming Australian bachelor whilst here in Singapore, but tonight we won't be speaking to the man himself. Instead, joining us tonight will be the beautiful yet unfortunate ladies who were unsuccessful in their quest for true love.
To Singapore,
To love.
to romance.
When we were at the Botanical Gardens, I just cherished every moment. It was just so simple and beautiful, like me, I guess.
Yeah, there was no chemistry.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Our first guest certainly felt scorned after being left heartbroken when Chad decided to end things due to there being no chemistry. Charlotte, how are you feeling?
Honestly, Josie, I'm devastated. I'm truly heartbroken. I thought Chad and I were in love.
Despite being heartbroken, what did you think of the beautiful botanic gardens here in Singapore?
I loved them. I loved how green they were. I loved the turtles in the lake. It was so romantic.
Now, Chad took Stacey on a pretty tragic date and it didn't seem like she was too pleased with his choice of fine dining. What did you think of the food here?
Honestly, I loved the food. I love spicy food. I love chili, so maybe that's why. But I heard that Stacey tried stingray and I wish Chad had taken me to try it.
So, Charlotte, is it safe to say then that your experience here in Singapore was far more enjoyable than your experience with Chad?
Definitely. Singapore has definitely helped with my heartbreak.
Well, our next guest tonight has had an interesting experience on the show. She was a front runner early on when Chad quoted saying she's always keen to get her rig out. She actually contacted us asking if she could appear on tonight's episode. Evidently no hard feelings about yesterday's elimination. Let's take a look at her experience on The Bachelor.
Just don't really know or understand why I had to be there. Like, I thought we were going shopping.
Welcome, Stacey. So, what is the deal? How are you not still mourning the loss of the potential love of your life?
Yes, well, Josie, I'm still single and ready to mingle. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't get on The Bachelor by accident. I did apply. But when I signed up, I thought that there was going to be a lot more of me time with the camera. I thought there was going to be a lot more close-ups. I didn't realise it was going to be the Chad show.
Now, Stacey, Chad took you to Sentosa and it seemed that you enjoyed watching the male performers rather than actually focusing on your date with him. Do you think that might have anything to do with why he booted you off the show?
It may have had a little bit to do with it, but what was I supposed to do? I had all of these beautiful abs parading around in front of me. And you know, for a split second, your bachelor enjoyed it as well. So there you go.
Okay then. So ladies, how was your experience in Singapore overall? Charlotte, let's start with you.
I love Singapore. I love how they call it a jungle, but I don't understand why there weren't that many trees around.
Concrete jungle, babe.
Concrete jungle. Oh, so wait, the buildings, they're the trees?
Spot on.
Okay.
Stacey?
I loved it. I loved the shopping, and the shopping.
Ladies, if there was one thing that you could say to Chad right now, what would that be?
Chad, I love you.
Stacey?
You made a bad choice.
Powerful words from the both of you. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap things up here, seeing as we're out of time, but it's been great seeing you both again. Well, that concludes yet another episode of The Bachelor Singapore edition. Join us next week when we head to the City of Love and see who gets swept off their feet whilst in Paris and who is sent packing. For all those single ladies out there, I'm your host, Josephine McDonald, and you've been watching The Bachelor. Good night.